Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, so bright. Okay, good. Thank you, Milo. How are you doing, Milo? Learning Steve Vai? Ooh. Hi, guys. Hi, Seek and Destroy. Hi, Bai. Hi, Mark. Let me just bring down the fan a little bit. Spare. Okay. Hi, David K. Yeah, I'm good. Couple of things happen at home. But let me light the candles. They're artificial candles. Just to give it a little bit more light in this room. Hold on. And you, Bruce. Where's the switch, Bruce? Where are you? There you go. Alright. Okay. I wasn't gonna have like a live stream tonight. Just thought I'd have one before I get too busy. And my horse. Hi, Dennis. Well, he's resting. I guess the cowboy needs to rest too. Oh man, the aches I have. What is this? Who's having what? Let me see now. I can't see. Can see nothing. I can't see nothing. I'm getting old. Okay, what is this? What am I munching on today? You'll be surprised. I have this today. Chicken in a basket. Yeah, this has always been my favorite for a long time, but kind of stopped eating this for a long time. So I found this on the net, and it was going for like, well, good price. I bought 2 of this. Good snack. Hi, Marcus Solomon. I want to buy a LTD Evertune, but after trying it, found that bending was not responsive. Then the seller told me it was factory. It's not set to be responsive to such playing. Oh yeah, I know. I tried a Evertune system once and I didn't like it. Well, it's supposed to keep in tune, ever in tune, but somehow I just felt a little bit stiff. There's something not right about it. Hi, Voxel. Yeah, you like chicken in a basket, right? Biskit, sorry. Love this. But there's a whole lot of stuff that's not really good for your health. Whoopsie! Like one of these, like dropping it on the floor. No. You have, what do you have here? Oh, my. Unbleached, enriched flour. Sounds mighty suspicious to me. Niacin, God knows what that is. Reduced iron, thiamine, monotrate, vitamin B1. Oh, that's okay, I guess. Riboflavin, vitamin B2, fluoric acid, soya bean, and or canola oil. Okay, that's not too bad. Sugar, salt, a lot of salt. Dextrose, monosodium, glutamate, right? Soya. There's a whole lot of stuff here I never even like, new onion. Well, I have onions in it. No wonder, huh? Hydrolyzed corn, spice extractives like include celery, ascorbic acid, flavor enhancer, which is so suspicious. Flavor enhancer. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? This tastes better without looking at the ingredients, actually. Why am I doing it? Yeah. Who cares? You know. Hi, Cool Tunes. David K. looking at a Revelation guitar. It's white pearl white scratch plate. Looks like a StreetMaster with trem and pickups hidden underneath plate. It's called the Revelation. Goes and looks and sounds nice. Oh, alright. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. I mean, if you like what you're saying, you know. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, so I was saying I was supposed to start work today. Arrangement I'm supposed to do. Something happened at home. My second daughter. What's this? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, my second daughter Sarah had fever for the last 10 over days, which is bad. I suspected it was like, maybe she had dengue fever because dengue is rampant around this area. Well, in Southeast Asia as well as in Singapore. So, but apparently not. The doctor said that she doesn't have dengue, but the fever is ongoing and body aches and she's suffering. Poor girl. So yeah, I've been monitoring her for the last few days. Couldn't get any work done, especially the last 2 days because she was vomiting and crying out in pain because the body aches and all that. She's not used to all this, that some of us old dogs are. So yeah, she's having a fever. The fever comes up and down. She's not having enough sleep. A good thing her boyfriend pops in every now and then. Yeah, tomorrow he's gonna like bring her to the GP again and see what happens because apparently she cannot get admitted because all the hospitals are full apparently at this present moment. I don't know what, there's an outbreak of dengue, I think. So if you are not able to admit, then you have to come back again after seeing the doctor. Maybe probably do a blood test or so. There won't be any drips or anything being administered, which will probably help her elevate her suffering. But she can't get admitted, so yeah. So I think the best choice right now is to ride this virus over. I believe it's a virus. It's a gastronomical something to do with the gastric, stomach. I'm sure of that. So we had to ride this over in this next few days. So I couldn't work. In these days as I grow older, the threshold is a little bit different. The stress threshold. Like if anyone in my family is sick, like for example Dex, my dog, my oldest dog, if anything happens to anyone of them, I'll get all stressed out. I don't know. This probably comes with age, I guess. Not stressed out like no, not so, but disconcerting. So I cannot concentrate on things that I want to do. Hence the few videos in between. I thought today I'll do a live stream just to say hi to you guys. So if I get interrupted anytime, it's probably due to me hearing her vomiting at the toilet, so I have to go and help her. So yeah, just in case you are wondering where I went. Oh, you ordered a 550? Nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good guitar. Yeah, the HP 550. There seems to be like a anniversary sale, something like that. Oh, I sounded stuff, I guess, because I just woke up. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. So I finally knock off. Yeah, probably late in the afternoon and just woke up. Well, not really. I woke up like 2 hours ago. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, thank God. I always sound like this when I just woke up. Coffee will help though. Thank you, David, for caring. Okay, I got something to show you guys today. Really interesting guitar. I'm seriously thinking of getting this guitar. But it all depends whether I have any gigs coming up. I've been looking for an alternative to my Enya. Something smaller than an Enya, and this seems to fit the bill. Although this might be a little bit pricier than the maybe, I don't know. I haven't checked out the price yet. This is from Martin, but this is a Mexican-made Martin, and it's like a very nice compact little guitar that sounds so good. Comes in with a pickup system, right? I think these are the what you call that, the Fishman pickups, which I'm not too keen, but you know, I don't know, it might work. It sounds so nice, you know. So I'm just gonna play a little bit here. I haven't done a review for this yet. Oh, this is a Triple O Junior. That's what it's called, and it's made in Mexico. Right, truss rod is right here. This has, I think, can't. Yeah, it's just weighing up a little bit here, so I need to like kind of adjust this, make it a little bit more easier to play. Where's my truss rod adjustment? There you go. I wonder where this fit. Should fit. This is for all mounting guitars. Come on, there you are. Can I? No? 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 Isn't going? Oh, doesn't fit. Well, probably need a different truss rod. No? Ah, there you go. Does fit. So this Martin truss rod adjustment is pretty tricky because you gotta find the right groove, and then you're done. Yes, oh, that's pretty better. Yeah, way better, way better. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I wanted some something that I can easy to carry, like easy on stage. I used to have a what's that? The Taylor, what's that Taylor? Not Baby Taylor, the other one. What's the other one? I forgot the name. I cannot multitask these days. What's the other one above the Baby Taylor? Yeah, I used to have that on stage, and it worked pretty well. It's really small, not as small as this. I mean, not as big as this. It's smaller than this. But I didn't quite like the sound because there's no, like the bottom that this one has. Right, sounds great, right? No, it's not Big Taylor. It's something else. Dude, I used to have the guitar and I forgot the name. But I want to hear how it sounds like with the pickup system because I am thinking of changing my whole live setup once I have the time to do this. Yeah, I mean, this is like a good investment for me if I were to travel. But then again, I gotta get a new case for this. And you know what? I think it sounds really good with picks too, because I play with picks on stage. Let's see what it sounds like. Guitar's out of tune again. Hi, Klaus. Maybe just a tad loosen as it starts to hit the frets. Yeah, this will do. So this little tool here, it's for Martin guitars, and I procured this from. The thing about Martin guitars is that they don't give out this Allen key because they don't want you screwing around with your necks. You know, those who are not launchable, and then pop the neck and then come back. Oh, like I paid $10,000 for this D42, and the neck just gave way to truss rod because you went and screw around with the truss rod tool. So they decided not to give these tools, with every guitar. I think they used to, I guess, but this can be easily procured through AliExpress or whatever, and it's pretty cheap. And I bought one of these, and apparently it fits most Martin guitars. Like everything, every adjustment has to be really minute. You cannot just go really, really wild on this. Okay, my stupid tuner just died. Just passed away. Let's see whether I have this one. Is this working? Oh man, all my tuners are not working. I don't know why. Why? What's this? This is a Martin tuner. Interesting. Oh, it's working. Great. Alright, let's hear this. So it was my tuner it was giving from. Just giving me a wrong reading. Oh my good lord. Perfecto. Hi, Timothy. Dennis, I'm saving the D28 for later when I feel like I can play well enough. Why am I playing a single take and don't cut anything out? Yeah. How's the hand doing? Is it getting better each day? buzzing. Anyway. Hi, Orion. How are you? What do you think? Should I get this guitar? I think I should, right? Okay, that would depend on whether I have enough shows coming up. If there's no shows coming up, then I probably will not get this guitar. I would love to tour with this. It looks like a StreetMaster, right? Yeah, you know the StreetMasters? The StreetMaster guitars all look like that. Kind of dark, mahogany looking thing. I don't even know the specs for this. Let's see. Let's go check out what are the specs for this. Hi Orion, I've been out riding, really nice. I was feeling so down a couple of days ago that I felt that I was going to start this this review for the Ernie Ball, which the Ernie Ball Stingray, which I love playing. But as I was starting, I was getting a whole lot of stuff. I was getting a whole lot of stuff done before the actual review, and I think it kind of tired me out, or unless there's a whole lot going on in my mind, you know, with whatever is happening at home. And I had my backing tracks already, and I just couldn't find the inspiration to play anything. So I decided not to do that video because it's not going to do it justice, and well, not going to do the guitar justice. So I decided to take a ride. So I went for a ride, really nice ride, about what, 35 km, give or take. Anyway, it was good. It was good. I came back revived, but my legs were killing me. Oh no, Milo, it's not. I thought it was. Let me just look this up. What did I say? Martin triple O something. Triple O. Ah, there you go. No, is this the one? If this is the one, I don't think this is the one. Let me see. Triple O. No. I see a whole lot of StreetMasters here, but this is nice. Ah, there you go. Is this one? Triple O Junior. Ah, it's very affordable. Oh my good lord. Wait, I have 3 in stock. I should go grab one now. Hey. Yeah, this is the one. So okay, let me just give you the specs. It's going for like what, 1,135. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How much is 1,135 Singapore dollars? Oh, good lord. Something's wrong with my phone. All right. Hey Siri. How much is 1,135 Singapore dollars in US dollars?
$1,135 is 831 US dollars and 87 cents.
It's pretty affordable. 831 US dollars. Comes in with the Arabex, or not Arabex, the what you call that, the what is this? Fishman sonic tone, yeah. Anyway, so it's auditorium size. Sapele, okay, so it's sapele top and back, so this is not spruce top, nothing like that. Neck probably a mahogany or alternative. Rich light fretboard, yeah, you know, so it's like really low key materials, not like Adronex spruce top and stuff like that, you know, so it's, yeah, to keep the cost down. So I think it's pretty good. Sounds great. It has a tusk nut, right? A Korean tusk nut, or is it a Korean nut and the tusk saddle? All right. Yeah, pretty cool. X bracing, satin finish, nice, interesting. Yeah, let me just play this for a couple of days and see what happens. So far, it seems to be really promising. Oh, really? Had a good ride. Was thinking of going for one today, but I better stay at home because my daughter Sarah's not feeling well. So, I enjoy your music. Sorry I missed you. You're in Germany. Oh, I gotta get you to teach me how to play banjo one day, Dennis. Okay, next guitar is something of a treat. So nice. This is such a lovely guitar. Oh my good lordy. This is an Orca for Nick Huber. Oh my, look at the finish. So beautiful. It's got black tuning pegs. Alright, these are non-locking. What are these? These are Shaler? Could be Shaler, made in Germany tuners. This is so beautiful. Oh my. You change chords with your toes. Okay, let's plug this in and not play too loud. Nice. I like. It feels very comfortable on your left hand. Yeah, nice. Okay, what did I miss? Keyboard is over at least half a past copyright. Oh, okay. Hi, Darren. Are they, no. They're used to it, Darren. What? I'm from UK, Dennis, but I'm a little younger than yourself. I have to check him out. I have listened to some stuff. David Harmon illness and left him. Okay, alright, okay. It's not so loud. It's loud, but I have kind of soundproof this room as much as I can. Guitars hanging on the windows, they do help. Anyway, the speaker is facing the door, so I have guitars on the door as well as some other soundproof material. So, dinner? Yeah, it is. Well, you're so observant, Milo. You are very observant, young man. Yes, it's way thinner than the normal Les Paul, yeah, guitars. Nice. This is a really well-made guitar, and anyway, this is pre-love. I don't know how much Clement is selling this for. I can always check. I don't think it's gonna be cheap. Guitar doesn't look cheap. Or doesn't look affordable. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me see now. Where are you? I don't see you. Ooh. Oh, it's expensive. Yeah, terribly expensive. So this is a Nikola Orca. The top, yes. This top is called an exceptional curly maple. The body is mahogany, as you can see. So this maple top is actually quite thick. Cap is quite thick. Right, mahogany neck set through. East Indian rosewood, pure East Indian rosewood. So these are not stainless steel frets, right? So it's a compound release of 10 to 14. Ebony veneer for the headstock, nice. This is a ebony veneer headstock. Mother of pearl, polished bone. Okay, polished bone nut, yeah. Hardware, normal, Clusen style, yeah. The pickups are interesting. These are the 1959 humbuckers with H nickel cover. The bridge pickup is the same 1959 humbucker. And then, there's a coil type for this too. Oh, okay. Charcoal burst hard case. It's going for 8,500. Ay. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How much is 8,500 Singapore dollars in US dollars?
$8,500 is 6,229 US dollars and 84 cents.
Right, so this is going for 6,500 US. Yeah, nice rollover neck. I think you're paying for that, yeah, that maple top there, I think. Because it looks like a lot of work, and this is like an arch top, like, you can see that? Can you see that? Yeah, it's like an arch top, so, I don't know, all the appointments are like top notch. Same kind of mahogany wood has been used for the neck as well as the body. The Indian rosewood, yeah, the grains are really nice. So that's the difference. Anyway, hi Pooh. This one, Dennis, you like this? Well, I'll let you know soon. Okay, if you really like this, I'll let you know. I might just I don't know. I'm just still thinking about it. Yeah, I might change this to the bigger board, which is the medium-sized board. So yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna just send you one. If you're nice and not misbehave yourself. Well, many rock tunes are taken from old classic music. Would love to be able to rock a banjo. I'm thinking, okay, David K. I'm thinking of dipping my toe into the digital world. My back isn't as good as it used to be. No, the New X Trident. Get the New X Trident because my I just recommended it to one of my students and he actually bought one yesterday. There's only 3 available in Singapore, so he bought the first one. So this is the New X Trident. You should get this. I think this is a it's not heavy. If you like to play with a volume pedal, you probably have to get one of those. But I think this is a perfect cross between analog and digital in many sense of the word, you know. And I did a review of this, so you might just want to check it out. You know, I think carrying this is way easier than carrying this pedal board, which weighs a ton. But if you're playing with an amp, then you know you probably want to carry the pedal board because pedal boards and amp just go well together, depending on the amp, of course. This you can do without amps, you can do without pedal boards, you can do without lugging around a whole lot of stuff. Just bring this along and plug it in and you're good to go. So, and it's nice. I like the sound of this. Hi Mike. Hi Javex. Avex. What's that? I said I never would, but my back hurts with vintage. Oh yeah. Try carrying a twin reverb. Yeah, I tried carrying once. I tried carrying my friend's Alex twin reverb in the studio once. It nearly gave me a hernia. That's heavy. John was a street busker. He would need a 100-liter horse watering bucket for. I need a throw. That'll be the day when I behave. I'm like my clock. Yeah, I saw your clock. Yeah. Curious to know, John, what recording software do you use for making music? I use a digital performer. Yeah, digital performer. I've been using it since long time ago. Actually use it's a pretty interesting story. Digital performer is from Mark of the Unicorn. Okay, so they're an American company, really forward looking back in the 90s. And they actually came out with a free software. I forgot the name for it. That is a precursor to the digital performer, which is the professional version. So they came out with this free version called Freestyle. And I used Freestyle for many years, like maybe 1 or 2 years. Free software, right? So I was trying to get my head around arrangement and doing tracking and everything. So I thought Freestyle would be a good start, and it was a good start. It introduced me to MIDI programming, to a whole lot of things like how to program my drums and MIDI bass and stuff like that. So later on, when I started to do a whole lot of more arrangements, then I progressed to digital performer, and it served me ever since. It's gone through so many iterations, so many versions, you know, and it never failed. You know, it's a great software to have for me. You know, when I'm doing my work. You know, use Reaper. Oh, Reaper is good too. Yeah, but I tried the other one. What's the other one called? I tried my hand at Logic. I just gave up because it's just too much of a learning curve, and I was so so into digital performer that I didn't want to to waste too much of my brain cells in trying to learn another program, which more or less serves the same purpose. There's the other one, which is Ableton. Yeah, Ableton is pretty good. Ableton is quite intuitive, like really easy to learn. You can just kind of block and stuff like that. So it's really nice. It doesn't give me a whole lot of options to do other stuff. Like in Digital Performer, I can do a whole lot of stuff. So and that's the reason why a lot of film composers, or film scorers, like my brother Ricky Ho, still sticks with Digital Performer because it's so versatile for a composing arranger. So when I'm doing arrangement, sometimes I'm actually doing composition of certain segments of the song. So it really helps me in that arena. Yeah, the Reaper is fine. I've been hearing really good reviews about it. Hey, hi Carlos. Yes, Marketing Unicorn. Motu, yeah. Stuffin does. Hey, John, what's your favorite Harley Benton? You had to pick just one. Oh man, just one. I would probably choose a couple, but I think my favorite would be the Fusion Pro 3. Doesn't matter whether it's the Teddy style or the Strat. The ones that have single humbucker or the 2 humbuckers for the Strat more version. I think these are my favorite ones. They play really well. Sounded really good. I wasn't too impressed with their first version, the first take on the first Fusion, which is like a replica of the modern Sir. But they came out with these other versions later on that I thought was pretty interesting. And those are my favorite Harley Bentons. The whammy bar works. It's stayed in tune. It can be further be improved by taking out the string trees and everything. Putting locking tuners, which I did at that time. And it performed really well. And I like the sound of the Roswell pickups. Particularly the LAFs. Yeah, the LAFs, they're really nice. Well, of course, you can always swap out with different pickups if you want. So I thought those were and there's another one that I really like. Okay, so this is not all my favorite. I mean, the ultimate favorite. Like I said, there's a couple of favorites from this the 25th anniversary SC model. I really like that. It's nice looking, sounded great. Pickups worked, really warm sounding guitar. Yeah. That's my favorite. What? I got a music program in my old Packet Bell computer. It's good. Only thing is slow and copy, but as fast as I. You should try something a little less mind-boggling. Because I'm like you, I want to spend my time making music than learning how to do certain tasks. So there must be a certain software. Like Ableton is really easy to use. You might want to try it, and it comes in free with certain products like Black Star amps and whatever the M1, M2, M3 actually comes in with free Ableton software. You're not mistaken. Mike, I had to mention again that James Tyler Blue one is one of the best I've heard. Amazing guitar. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think so too. I've tried so many James Tylers. I think the one that I have is still can't beat them all. I don't know why. It could be a whole lot of differences. I mean, there's a whole lot of components that are really different from the newer ones. Like for example, the what you call it, the tone expander, right? So the one that I have on mine is one of the earlier versions, so it might make a difference in tone. I don't know. My guitar doesn't have stainless steel frets; it has nickel frets, so that could be another factor. And I don't know, maybe the wood, maybe the maple cap that's on top does make a difference. Because the ones that I've tried so far or reviewed so far doesn't have caps on it, like maple top on it. It's just like plain alder, and yeah, maybe that's the difference. But they still sound great, these Tyler guitars. Yeah. Um, Peter Downley. Oh, it's a nice English name you have there. Are you from England? From Ireland. So sorry. So terribly sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, hi, John. I'm going to get a Edwards Les Paul because I love that. I'm getting something largely made by ESP. How does it compare to Gibson's in terms of sound and quality? I've stated many times that the Edwards guitars branch, or rather the Edwards branch from ESP, is one of my favorite. Actually, they have very nice Strats and Les Paul models. My only well, not dislike, my only thought was that they could have done better with their fretboard. They could have done rosewood fretboards instead of Pal Ferro and other woods that they always feature. The Les Pauls, they don't look like Les Paul because they have Pal Ferro on it. But the Strats are really lovely, and so far I've tried so many of their Les Paul kind of guitar, including a Gold Top, which I absolutely love and adore. They sound great, the pickups and everything. I think some of them had Seymour Duncans on them, but overall great quality. You can't fault it. It's really well made. You can actually tell the love that they put into the guitar. So it's a good choice. Yeah. Ah, okay. Good to know, Dennis. Yeah. They're quite a good company, the Teslars. Yeah. But I am so tempted, so tempted by this guitar, so that's why, in my video I said that, my heart skip a bit. And it stays in tune. So I just love this guitar so much. I mean, this is one of the most stable tremolo system that I played. Same goes for my Luke, you know. And the Ernie Balls make really nice guitars. Like the tremolo system just work. All right, so where were you? Oh, Carlos. Okay. How does the Ernie Ball compare? Oh, this is like another class of itself. The Ernie Ball is another class by itself. The Jack Fowler is really nice, you know. The Pasadena pickups are nice, but they're nice. You know, I'm not saying they're not nice. They're nice, but they cannot be compared to this pickups, this custom wound pickups on this guitar. This pickups sound so good. Yeah, particularly this model, which I don't think you can find anymore. The string, maybe you do. Yeah, you can. There are still Stingrays available in Ernie Ball's website. So yeah. Again, you know, this will cost a bit more than the Jack Fowler. Thank you, Milo. You're such a darling. Dennis, I got a 25th HBT. It's a beauty. Not being able to get back playing a bit the night before, but I take what I can get. Yeah. Anyone knows the difference between the Fusion 3 Tesla versus the Fusion T Teslas? Oh, really? The Ghostwood? I don't know. I prefer. It's like a cross between silver and gold, actually. So it's a bit of a, you know, nice match. Cross between silver and gold with sparkles on it. So kind of like this guitar a lot, and it's not going for like really expensive, and it's really well maintained. I'm so tempted actually, but you know, I have my budget all set, so I'm not going to spend any more on guitars. Yeah. Pity though. If this is all in black, I'll probably just step it up. But you know, that's just me. You ordered some Tesla Shark pickups. Jack Collins, how are you doing, man? It's supposed to be Slashes edition from. Oh, nice. Let us know how it turned out. Would love to know. Okay. Oh, he came in. I didn't see you. Oh, good Lord. I'm so full. I'm so awake. And it's like 1:10 a.m. in the morning. I'm so funked up. Right. Yeah, FUNK. I'm so funked up because my sleeping habits is like off the normal grid. I'll try to get some sleep soon if I can. Maybe around 6, 7. Then probably wake up at 2. That'll be good. That'll be a good turnaround if I can, and slowly make my way up to the normal sleeping habits of most human beings. Yeah, and my fangs showing. Yeah. Okay, let me get this sorted out. My power supply is kind of wonky. I don't know why. Is this okay now? Okay, seems to be okay. Alright. Right, so apart from buying so many guitars, how are you guys doing? Let me know. Wait, how are you guys doing? While I munch on my chicken and a biscuit. How far from home were you on your ride when it called for? I was joking. I didn't call for a ride. I didn't call for a ride. I did once, but not this time. What's the area that I covered? I don't know. It's probably my Strava. What does my Strava say? Where are you? All right. Oh, it's 34.28 km. Excuse me. There's one time where I actually called for a Uber, and it was because of a torrential rain that just poured upon me on my way back home. You know, I was doing about 45 or 50 km, and then on my way back home, it was like raining heavily, and the wind started blowing. And I tried. I mean, I stopped at a coffee shop for a while. This was like 2 a.m. in the morning, or 3 a.m. in the morning. And it was during the COVID season, during the COVID pandemic. And I stopped at a coffee shop. I had a cup of coffee, and I thought by the time I have my coffee, everything will be okay. I can kind of slowly cycle back because the floors are wet and everything, the roads are wet. But the rain didn't let up, and in fact, it got heavier. So I said, what the heck, I'm just going to go for it. So I got on my bike and started riding, and the wind was blowing me sideways because the wind was coming from the sea, and I was riding by the beach, right? So the wind was blowing from the sea. I was like going sideways, and it was really strong, and the rain was like really, really hard on my face and everything. And as I got on to maybe about 500 meters, 600 meters, I decided to stop, because if I were to continue, I'll probably get pneumonia because it was getting cold. And I stopped at a sort of a junction covered, and I ordered, and I called for an Uber. Yeah, that was horrible. Oh, so winter comes early today. I mean, in Canada. Oh, my pleasure, stuffing this. Oh, thank you for supporting this channel, because without you guys, I probably would have given up a long time ago. Orion, have you heard of Yoga Nidra? Sorry, Orion, I don't go for yoga, because there are a lot of spiritual aspects to yoga that I don't want to go through here, which is against what I believe in God and everything. So yeah. And Dennis, did I ride home after my big crash, which I posted on the internet years ago? Yes, I did. I did ride home. Yeah, I rode home, with blood trickling down my leg and everything. Yeah, and I got home. Yeah. David, how, other than work being so busy, everything is good. Just got a new TV for my parents to install. Wow, nice. That's so decent of you, David. Cold and rainy. Yeah. Autumn is finally here, right? October. So fast. Time flies by so fast. Ay, ay, ay. Dennis, I hear lightning strikes are hard on bicycles, but wonder about the rider. Oh, they're fried. Yeah, imagine if the lightning strikes a bicycle, why not the rider? Because the rider will be the one protruding the highest point. Yeah. This is so good. I mean, once you get, you cannot stop at one. So, in case you guys don't know what chicken and biscuit looks like, it's like this. It's like a biscuit. Coated with all the seasoning and everything. And depending on where, it's kind of evenly coated on both sides. So, if you get the right side. Oh, yeah. Magnifique. I thought you always be like, you would be a pork rind kind of guy. Cheese? Oh. That would be a killer. I know. My family is not too big on cheese. Oh, yeah. Gaming session when this love stream wraps up. I think Rainbow Six Siege and some COD tonight with the guys. Do it once a week. It's great to distress. On PC, David? Would love to join you in your COD, depending on which version you have. Cheddars, yeah. Oh, sour cream? Yeah, doesn't really go down well with this. I don't know, maybe it does. Never tried it, so I wouldn't know. PS5, dang, David. If you're on PC, I'll join you for a game. So far, there's no cross-platforms. Like, you can join on multiple platforms. There's none whatsoever. I used to play Division 1 and 2 on PC online. It was great. We have a lovely community here in Singapore. And we would play like almost every night, mistaken at one time. And we would play until the wee hours of the morning. It was great. I met some really nice people there. Most of them are professionals, working professionals, architect, lawyers, and all sorts. And yeah, and for a brief couple of hours, we behaved like kids. I'm the oldest one there, so. Oh yeah, hi Jack. Oh, nice. Cool. Right now, I'm playing a couple of games. I actually have Cyberpunk. I have the new version, but I have yet to do it because it kind of get a little bit more complicated as the game wore on. And I'm kind of regretting buying that game because it's a bit overwhelming. But I spent a couple of hours on this game, maybe about 30 hours or 40 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of, yeah, stopped playing it for a while. I went to Ghost Recon Breakpoint for a while, which is really nice because there is still this online community where you have 4 of us, doing all sorts of missions, and those are really nice. But after a while, it gets a bit same thing, same thing, same old. So now I'm playing I'm playing this game which I've been playing for years. Arma, ARMA, Arma 3, where you can kind of like construct your own sandbox scenarios. You can, and now they have an update, or rather a sort of a downloadable. You gotta pay for it, a downloadable content, which features the Second World War scenario. So it's pretty nice. You can kind of, and they have maps on Normandy, right after the invasion, and you can create little scenarios where the Germans and wherever you have the Americans or the French forces, or they have yet to come up with the British forces yet, and the British and the Canadian. But yeah, you can create the certain scenarios, like who will fortify who and fight over certain lands. But it's all first person, and it's really nice. I like it because the graphics are really nice and the gameplay and everything is so realistic. And if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, I think some of the armies, especially I think even in Singapore, like they actually conduct training through this game, through a different version of this game, but basically the same game, for simulations. So interesting, right? Clear young of heart. Yeah, my mind is willing, my body is not. So yeah. Hi Matt. Seriously considering buying one? Oh, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Where are you getting it from? A piece of grilled steak with oh, yes. That sounds good, Dennis. Cyberpunk is amazing, and the new DLC. Oh, it's out. It's already out. I've got it. I've got the DLC. And is it out yet? No, it's not out. It's next week. I bought it. I already bought it, so just waiting for it to launch. Stuff indoors. Baldur's? No, I don't play that game. Yeah. David K. Stick with it. I was like that for a while and gave it up, but when I came back to it, it was even better, and it looks out of the world. Yeah, I'll probably spend a little bit more time and see how it goes. I want a gaming rig bad, but I feel guilty about not practicing guitar. Oh, I don't feel bad. You can do both. At one time, I was so into gaming. I was like playing every day, and I was playing hours on it. There was this lull between work and touring, and I had this time, and I had this community, like I said, and it was so addictive because it was so good to play together with a bunch of guys. It's like cycling together in a group. It gets really addictive. This is the reason why I don't cycle in a group. How should you say? It became detrimental to my guitar playing after a while, because I started to feel like my hands are starting to cramp up because of the many hours on a keyboard, and if you depending on where you place your keyboards and your keyboard and all, it's actually very bad for your hands, especially as you get along in age. So I try to take care of my hands as much as I can and not play too long. Oh, cool. It's awesome, man. Hope you enjoy it. Are you ordering the same color, or there are different colors? There's this guy in the States who bought a different one, kind of a blackish. Yeah, I thought it was pretty nice too. On Fiddle, the tremor so bad everything sounds like the flight of a bumblebee. Natural vibrato. I think I got a video out for that. You might just want to take a look. Let's wait up. Let me just call it up for a while. Oh, maybe it's a short. Yeah, I posted it on my shorts. Not my shorts, but on my short. You know what I'm talking about. Oh man, all these pop-ups are really annoying. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's not here anymore. Oh wait, it's on my community page. You're not mistaken. Hold on. You're right. Sometimes we have too many guitars. I'm someone who speaks like that, you know. I can vouch for that. There you go. I'm giving you the link right now. You can take a look. So this color is pretty nice, I thought. Yeah, take a look. I posted the link down, Matt. You take a look at that, and you know, at least you can tell like how the colors will look, how the guitar will look with different colors. Why is everything so dark all of a sudden? Ay, ay, ay. I forgot to turn on this light. There you go, and it's all bright now. Let me see, got color there. Somebody mentioned about my white balance, so yeah, I must take note of that. Get my white balance correct. Yeah, that's the one that I think was featured in that video. So, waiting for someone to make a guitar out or gun barrels would be heavy for sure. Soften dots. How many guitars do you currently own? Too much. Too much. I try to sell off a couple, those that I don't use often, and but sometimes it's really hard because some of the guitars have sentimental values, and sometimes the guitar, you know, you just don't feel like parting with it, and regret after. So I have to make a decision sooner or later when my, you know, when the new guitars start coming in, because I've ordered a James Tyler. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I will have the opportunity to own a black one, a piano black one, soon enough in the future. We're talking about the future, like in a year or two. By then, the price would probably be so high that I probably couldn't afford it. But that is one of the things that I'm looking forward to. I have not owned a Sir yet. Then you know I might be probably getting rid of some guitars, selling them off. I think the first one to go will be my McCarthy, my S2 McCarthy, and probably one of the Schecters. You know, the pink Telecaster is probably one of those, but then it has a sentimental value because it has one of Wayne's overwound bridge pickup for Tele, and I have my what you call that that system, the tremolo system on it, which is really nice. So again, I might not, and I have two Les Pauls right now, so I'm keeping both of them, both for sentimental reasons, and because I love them. Probably be selling, I don't know, maybe, well, in case you guys want, it's gonna take me a long time. There's nothing much I want to get rid of because most of the guitars are really nice. Yeah, probably my McCarthy 594. So yeah, that's probably one of those guitars that I might let go. And even the what you call it, the Nick Johnston, yeah, the one which I heavily modded. That's something that I might consider selling, but I don't think anybody will buy it because it's not gonna be cheap. There's so much mods that I did, so I'll probably keep it. You know, maybe probably the Jack Fowler, which I love. I love the Jack Fowler a lot. You know, so. Decisions. Anyway, Harley Benton. No, I've sold them all. Because I couldn't find a reason to keep them. Because well, not necessarily. Because I kept one for the longest time, and one of my students was in desperate need of a good guitar, so I sold it to him. That was the Fusion Pro T, which I really love. But it's in good hands. He takes care of it, you know. So the Harley Benton that I kept was the Fire Mist, SC, which I really love, you know, and I kept it. I have the old black paisley Telecaster that you remember, you guys, when I first started my channel. I had that, which was heavily modded. I kept that, but I gave it to a friend, and I gave my Comanche, my Fullerton Deluxe Comanche from GNL to a friend of mine, to a very dear friend of mine from Taiwan, and I gave it to him. I gifted it to him, and he was so appreciative. And I gave it to him because it's a form of appreciation for the many years of friendship that I have with him. He's a producer, songwriter, and we kind of like came out to the scene together. And he went on to become a very successful producer and everything. And it was the friendship that we have, And I thought, yeah. And he was trying to pick up guitar. I said, okay, you can have this guitar, Yeah. So a couple of guitars I gave away. A couple of guitars I sold. So I don't know. Hi, Mississippi Blues. Just messing around my. Ooh, you have a you have a Pauletti. Great. Welcome to the club. Guitars are much like bikes. Oh well, yeah. In many cases, yes. After getting rid of my early guitars that were never sell anymore, I sold my Gibson single pickup for $35, same as I paid now. It's worth for. Yeah, I know. Different times and different locations, I guess. Stuff in this. How does the Fusion T different from the tree exactly apart from the obvious body shape differences? I don't know. I've always been a fan of the tally bodies, the shape of the tally, and for some reason that tally, the Fusion Pro 3 T sounded the best of the lot, and it's probably a combination of the pickups and everything, but it sounded really good. Yeah. So that's the difference. Reops, hey John, on the topic of Harley Bentons, the 25th models, you had a chance to play feel expensive. Oh yeah, they do. And they're nice. They have a certain quality to it, and I was actually quite impressed with it. David, you never tried a Harley Benton? You should. Yeah, you should try and get a hand on your hands on one of those 35th anniversary. You won't regret it. Whether it's a Tally or a Strat or the SC, the Les Paul kind of shape. Yeah, they're real well made. Now, recently I have a lot of. It's I take it as a good thing because it probably be a lot of weird comments from guys, not from guys that I know, but from guys who watch the channel, and weird comments. And I take it as a good thing that that people are more exposed, that more people are exposed to the channel. But then you get a bad with the good. So I got a lot of weird comments. One comment saying that you do know, this is verbatim, right? For vertamin part. You do know you have a pinky. Why are you not using your pinky? Right? And there's another one that says, why do I mix my pedals with expensive pedals, which is talking about the original effects, and cheap ones like the New X? Why do you do this? You see, on first thought, you say it's kind of weird. And at first I didn't know how to answer that question, and I said, well, the cheap ones doesn't mean they're bad, and doesn't mean if any pedals are expensive that they are good. So whatever works for me, and whatever I have on hand. So this is a pedal board. Apparently this guy never watched the video. He doesn't even understand why I built a pedal board in the first place, right? And then another guy came up to me and talked about, well, if you're one of the guys here, talk to me right now, and I'll explain to you this whole situation. About what was talking about? He was talking about the Ernie Ball guitar, right? And apparently it's someone who never watched the video again, and the entire video. So he was the guitar was selling like 1,008, US 2008, and he goes like, "Well, guitar for $3,000. It's a good guitar, but it's pretty high up there. Which demographic are you aiming for?" So I don't want to be too hard on this guy because apparently he visits my channel often, and I go like, well, you haven't watched the video because it's not going for 3,000, it was going for 1,008, 1830, and which demographic? I mean, this is YouTube. There's no demographic. This channel is for everyone. This guitar is for everyone who wants to buy a guitar. So I get all these questions coming in, and they're not deeply troubling or anything like that. It's just sometimes after so many years in YouTube, I can't get used to it, So, and like I said, there's bad with the good and good with the bad. So whatever. What is this? Stuff and does. Let's say I have a 25th anniversary HB, and then I bought a Sir Strat. Well, I'll be blown away by it. Well, obviously you will be. That's a no-brainer. You cannot compare a Hyundai with a Bentley, or say well, now this probably you can because the Korean cars are really well made now. So you have that gap narrowing. So you're not going to have a big gap. Like the Harley Benton will still be very playable. But with the Sir, there's a whole lot of different dynamics to it, different dimensions. The playability is so much different. The sustain, the ease of playing, and the sound and the pickups. So these are things that you have to consider when you're thinking of buying a Sir as opposed to a Harley Benton. Harley Benton for me, I think it's a perfect working guitar. If I'm working in clubs right now, I'll probably be using a Harley Benton. Seriously, I'll probably be using one of my favorite Fusion Pro T or Strat, which I did a couple of times in my live stream concerts shows. The Sir it's a different animal altogether. I don't know how to explain the Sir and the James Tyler. They're just different. I'm not being a guitar snob. I don't want to be one, and I hate guitar snobs. Okay, just let me put it really bluntly. I hate guitar snobs. I hate pedal snobs. Okay, hate is a big bad word. I detest guitar and pedal snobs. I think you would not judge a guitar or a pedal by the price tag. You have to judge a pedal or a guitar by whether is it usable, whether it sounds good, it plays well, cool. I've played on guitars that are like thousands of dollars, but they're just so. I play guitars that are like really affordable, like the Harley Bentons and some of Michael Kelly's or whatever, and they play well. They play just as good as the expensive ones. Probably don't sound as good because the pickups are not tuned to that sort of market. I don't know. So what people would like to do is to swap out the pickups for a better pickup or a pickup that they prefer. Pedals, they are very different because you have so many different, from TC Electronics, from Origin Effects, from Keeley, from whatever brands that you favor, and some of these pedals are they cost a whole lot. And I've done my research. I think most of the expensive pedals are the time-based pedals, like the delays, and those are really expensive. But for Nuex to come up with these pedals, I think they have outdone themselves in many ways. I've yet to do a review of these two pedals, but they are really well made. Built solid. So much functions that you can do. There's software updates. Great. Why won't I'm not ashamed to put this pedal with the Origin Effects. No way, because it works. It does work. You heard it, what I played. Those are with the effects on. So, people will always be people. Like people will ask, okay, what car are you driving? Where are you staying? Which district are you staying? Oh, you have a watch. What's the brand of your watch? And they look at it, and they'll praise you by the brand of and how much your watch costs or how much your shoes cost. I'm so far from this. I was never into it. I'm a musician. I think most of us understand the fact that there's so much more to life than looking at your pedals and go, oh, this is a expensive pedal, or this is a cheap pedal. Looking at, oh, this is a PRS, this is a core model. Oh, you're playing a cheap knockoff from Harley Benton, the CST. You know what I'm talking about. I'm so done with that. Anyway, enough of me ranting. You will be impressed by comparing differences in price and different sound. Yeah, I really wonder if a guitar that's like 10 times the price of HP would blow my mind. I had lots of Harley Bentons, never had a problem with any one of them. Well worth a try, but don't be put off by the prices. The biggest difference is that machine that is holding guitar. I remember a great guitarist playing a cheap acoustic and the Martin, it showed the holding machine difference. A great guitarist can make an average guitar amazing. A poor player cannot make a great guitar sound good. Here, and the lesson. Stuff in this is interesting to hear more expensive guitars have more sustain. Is that cost of the pickup? It's all vanity. I don't care about brands either. I just want in a way, yes. I think it's the construction. Construction like Sir, right? So the Sir guitars have incredible sustain. I don't know why. The James Tyler, they're nice, but they don't have as much sustain as the Sir guitars, from my observation. They do have great sustain, but not as good as the Sir guitars. So it could be the way they're constructed, the way the neck joint is being handled. I don't know, and that's probably part of the reason why. Then again, yeah, it's true. I think sustain is one thing that you will probably tell. You probably can tell the difference between a good guitar and a bad guitar. And I'm not talking about sustain through the audible ear. Like, you plug it to an amp, play a note, and see how long it lasts. Let me just show it to you. Like, let's take this ghost face. Okay, nothing on. Just one compressor. Taking off my. And this compressor is like not a full. It's just like a always on compressor kind of sound. All right. So I'm gonna play a. You hear that? I'm gonna do it again in the E chord. All right. Bridge pickup. All right. So it's pretty long. Wait for me while I get this, sir, and you know you know the difference. So hold on. So this is a StreetMaster. Yeah, I think it's only right to compare to humbucker equipped guitar. So let's go for the neck. Right, bridge. So you probably can't hear it from where you are, but from I'm playing, the Sir has a little bit more resonance, a bit more sustain, just a little bit more. So it's the way you can feel it in your body when you're playing it, you know. So that's the thing about the Sir guitars as opposed to the other guitars. The Harley Benton, you know, I do have a Harley Benton here to demonstrate. What do I have here? This okay, maybe the right, maybe the PRS. So let's hear this. Hopefully it's in tune. Okay, it's in tune. Okay, neck pickup. So, okay, what I'm hearing now, this is the longest sustain of all of them. And you know the reason why is because of the neck joint. This is a set-through neck joint. Two of these, both the Ernie Ball and the Sir StreetMaster are bolt-on. So that plays a part too. So this has the longest sustain of all of them because of the set-through neck. And that's the reason why. So if I were to pick up a CST, for example, the Harley Benton CST, which I actually requested for one, it probably had the same sustain. But the guitar is not just about sustain, right? So it's about the wood, the way it look, the way it sound, you know, the way it plays. You know, is it comfortable in the neck? You feel any sharp edges and stuff like that? You know, like the usual stuff that people complain. I have another a guy who states that he ordered, like, I don't know whether he's exaggerating or not, but he was saying that he ordered a whole lot of Fender Aerodyne, and he kind of returned a lot of them. And he was just ranting on about the neck. You know, the neck isn't up to par, and I'm amazed that that the shop continues to, like, you know, do business with him. Like, you know, he says he ordered 7 or 6, and then he returned like 3. In fact, in the end, he kind of returned a whole lot of them, and he sold off all his Aerodynes, and he was ranting on and on about the necks. And I for the life of me, I couldn't comprehend, well, why did you still buy Aerodyne? You know, if I were you, I would just given up to 2, you know. So I think it's a lot to do with the human psychology. I'm not calling that guy out because of anything, because we were born with different preferences and different outlook in life. You know, I can understand that you're right as a customer. So I think some of us are like really easygoing. Like, you know, if as long as a guitar works, you know, it doesn't really matter, you know, whether I have a nick or some paint job that, you know, that is protruding out a bit of my fretwork, or unless it's like something really drastic, like, you know, your guitar is really like, you know, warp. Yeah. But there are some of us who are really picky. You know who you are. Yeah, so little things, you know, and I don't blame you, but then again, sometimes we can be too picky. See, this is the PRS sound, kind of nasal sounding, and that's the reason why I I fell in love with this sound. Very seriously, 2 years back, you know, it sounded different, you know, from my normal scope of hearing, of tones, appreciation, and it kind of appealed to me back then. Still does sometimes. Right? So this is a PRS. And then when you hear something like this Jazzmaster, it's something that's totally different. So again, this is a P90. So I'm sorry. This is a P90, not a humbucker. So I should be doing this comparison. Right? Hold on. Just found out when I was playing. Said, hey, this sounds like a Strat. Okay, let's play this. So this is a humbucker. So you guys remember how the PRS sound like? So this is the neck. Okay, so it's a humbucker. Bridge. Right? Again, I'm going to AB it with the PRS. So it's a bit darker sounding, more nasal, slightly more nasal. Whereas the early more humbucker, although they are custom wound, they have a little bit more attack, you know, a little bit more spank to it, you know. So, but you know, some of us like this sound, you know, it's like dark and moody. So it's very, how should we call it? Preferential. It's solely due to your own preference on what sort of tone, you know, you can you can appreciate, you know, what's the difference in tone and where your preference is like, you know. You I mean, you look at a lady in red. Some of you guys might get turned on by a girl wearing a nice sexy red dress. Some you get turned off because it reminds you of blood. So all of us are wired very differently. So yeah. Oh really? There's a noise gate over there? Why is there a noise gate? I don't have a noise gate here. Okay, so yeah, maybe you can hear it from your end. So yeah. I don't have a noise gate on this mic. Do I have a noise gate on this mic? Or maybe I do. Yeah, I do. Oh crap. Oh, never mind. David K. Some people are just total Let's say in life, you just have to accept this fact. John could play a clothesline strong between two trees and still sound good and attract some bears at the same time. You just need Harley Bentons, lots of Harley Bentons. Yeah. So look, I have all these guitars here that I'm looking before me, and they're all expensive guitars, right? Well, the S2 are pretty affordable, but still up there. And if I put a Harley Benton right here, it would still be comparable. If I get one of the Fusion Pros here, like probably cost like a quarter of what these guitars cost. It still be comparable because they are really well-made guitars, and probably doesn't sustain as long unless you have the CST, which I say again, I requested for one, so I'm waiting for them to send over. And there's another good piece of good news is that I've requested for a couple of 4J guitars, 4J guitars from China, and I've been a fan of these guitars ever since I reviewed them, and the guys in the company are so nice. They're so generous and very very cooperative. So they have decided to send me another 2, I think, or 3 for all the matters. So I'm just waiting for them to come, and they have a couple of new models. So I know that some of you guys in the UK, especially in the States, are like you heard about this brand. So they are very affordable, and they are not in the same class as what you would think. They are up there, good quality, good woods, good workmanship. So just look forward for that. Let me see whether I have noise gates for this. Yes, I do have noise gates for this. Well, anyway, this is the setting that I have for live stream. In any case, yeah. Well, Harley Benton know that they are doing something right, and they have a hole on the market. So they they are learning from the previous models that they made in the past 4 years ago. So they have made a lot of correction, a lot of changes, and the models that I've seen so far from them from the 25th anniversary are like another level. And at that price range, it's like totally unbeatable. It's a no-brainer. If you need a Tally, go and get one from the Fire Mist 25th anniversary. And if not, then maybe one of the later iterations of the Tallies, like the T models. It's great, So I think Thomann or Harley Benton has more or less been a game changer in many sense for the matter. Brands like Sirs and PRSs and James Tyler, they would never, or Tom Annington's, or even like Exotic, they would never be too worried about what Harley Benton, a threat that Harley Benton poses, because they have their own niche market, their own market of players who prefer their guitars because they probably own 1 or 2 of them. They love it. They continue to buy more, and these are like right. So that's where I was talking earlier about guitar snobs and pedal snobs. So they all have their own thing. We have to be really open about what is on the market, because that's the reason why I have this channel, because I didn't want to have it. I know some of you guys are a little bit worried that I might be going up market, but then again, every now and then I'll feature like some real nice affordable guitars, and that's the intended. It's an intended decision. That was my intention, because I didn't want to make this channel all about the expensive guitars or all about the low range guitars. I want it to be like a good spread, so you guys can kind of like, because look, like Orient Quest is like, how old is he? Like 23, 24. He's growing. He's a growing young man. So guys like that will grow, and then they will have like different careers. They have more buying power. And guys like me, of course, we are stuck with our whatever we have, like But younger guys, they have a whole life ahead of them. And they might not afford a Sir guitar right now, but then 2 years down the road, they might end up having a great job, and they can afford a couple of Sirs. So it's always good to have a reference point for these people. That's what my channel is all about, basically. Jet guitars, jet guitars. Yeah, I heard about those. All about Gibsons. Oh my good lord. Yeah. I was thinking of I need someone to teach me how to play banjo. I love the instrument so much, but to do the barrel roll is like I'm looking at it, it's like a pain. But I would love to learn. Like, I decided I wanted to learn lap steel, and got myself a really nice lap steel, which I don't spend enough time on it. But I can get hold of the instrument every now and then, so I can kind of make my way. I always want to learn like new stuff. Probably banjo. I don't know. It'd be nice. I played the mandolin. Love the mandolin. Haven't played on one for a long time. Yeah. So anything else, guys? Anything to share? Harborni. Ooh. From Deutschland. Hi. Guitar is a drug. A good one. Kelly Bar. Yeah. I don't know. I was so afraid of being burnt out. I had that once a couple of years back, when I set myself down in front of the computer screen, and I was supposed to work on an arrangement, and my mind just went blank. So that was frightening for me, because I knew there and then that I've been working too much, that I'm burnt out, and I managed to got through it. And what happened the other night was something that was very similar, but it's more like I was like stressed out because of work that's coming up, and then my daughter, sickness and fever and everything. So it's all accumulation, and decided to go for a ride, which I think does a whole lot of good, although it's bad for me physically. Oh, my shoulders ache. I haven't rode on my bike for a long time. and 34 km is a short distance compared to what I used to do years ago. So I'm thinking of getting back on my bike as as frequently as possible. So that's something that I am venturing to do. So I think burnout is something that a lot of us in YouTube land will face. I'm very amazed at some of those guys who keep on churning out videos after videos without any, without anything. You don't see anything, like, and it just amazes me. So for me to create content is not hard. It's easy for me, because I love playing guitars. I love doing music. But I think the other factors surrounding whatever you see here does play a part. Like I said before, like, everything that concerns this household will take its prominence, including the my dogs. If any one of them are sick, I'll go stressed up. Especially if any of my kids are sick or affected in any way, I'm all stressed up. Not stressed out as in, like, freaking out. It's just like, I'm just concerned about them. Constantly praying for them, and just really concerned about them and their well-being. And so that will keep me up awake at night. Like, the recent scare that I have with my wife, having a mark on her hand. I thought it was like, something else, and turned out to be nothing. So that kept me up, a couple of nights, because I was worried and things like that. And I think it's because I don't know. So we live a life that is filled with people that we care about. Some of us don't, but I think that we had to find a balance. I'm still learning. I'm still learning to find a balance, to be concerned about someone and not be overly intrusive. I love my eldest daughter so much, but I don't want to be intrusive of her life. She's like 32 years old, and a working adult. I don't want to, but then sometimes I'm concerned about her. So it's hard for me to let go as a father, I guess, because these are the kids that I love. Yeah. So that's just me. So it's the same thing with me and my guitars. Sometimes you want, if I want to sell my guitars, it's like, no. So it's, Anyway, Carlos, John, which is your favorite HSS guitar? My Luke, my James Tyler, my Paoletti. Oh, my Paoletti can be considered a HSSH. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, the P90 is considered a single coil. Yeah. So these are three of my favorite ones. Mississippi Blues? No, I'm hoping though. I was hoping to get a gig in London, for the Chinese community, with this artist I'm playing, but so far it doesn't pan out yet. We'll wait. What is that? Banjo has been my rehab vehicle because less physical stressful. Wow. Orin, what was it? What was my first bike? My first bike? Oh, my Dennis. No, I'm not bad in UK. I just do that. My first bike, Orin, was a funny thing. I actually started riding a bike when I was really young. We're talking about, like, maybe not young, like, 17, 17 years old. I had one of those choppers. Remember those choppers from Raleigh? Really nice, kind of like a easy rider kind of bicycle. And I had that for the longest time. I loved the bicycle. It was so comfortable. And I ride it everywhere I go. I know I would go down to the center of town, to imagine me as 16, 17 years old, riding to the center of town, buying bootleg cassettes, pick up albums. That's how I got exposed to all this wonderful music by Wishbone Ash, Journey and whatever, and I rode it for the longest time. I nearly died in that bike twice. Yeah, so gave up riding when I went into the army, and never did ride a bike ever after that until 1991, where I decided to quit playing in the clubs and became a studio engineer. And the studio was really near my house, which is here right now. So I decided to buy a bicycle and cycle to work, and save up on some money, which I did for a couple of months, and then I gave up riding because it was too tedious. A musician, you don't wake up early, then I get to work in the studio. Sometimes I sleep over. So I just kind of gave up totally on the bike and gave it to my brother-in-law, and had a car. I bought a car and never stopped, never started riding a bike ever since 1993. All the way to 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 16 or 15. And that's when I came back from Italy, or 16. I came back from Italy, and my first trip to Italy, and I found out that I was really unfit. That I need to exercise. So I bought my first bike, which is a mountain bike. Bad mistake. And God, that bike nearly killed me. Like, really seriously killed me because I was so unfit. Then swap out to a sort of a hybrid, flat handle, but more like a easier bike to handle. And I bought that and cycled with that bike for maybe a year or so. And then I traded out to a road bike, and that was nice. That was fun. That was a good experience for me. And I rode that bike for almost a year and a half, or maybe 2 years. And then I bought my Giant, which I have, the red one that you see when I post. So that bike has been with me for quite long. Yeah, that's the whole history. Milo, John, your bike is a racing bike. I can imagine myself leaning forward that low. Never rode. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, when I had that bike, when I first rode my first road bike, it was painful to say the least. But I enjoyed myself because all the time I've been riding like a flat handle. You're just riding up straight. And then out of nowhere you have this road bike where you're leaning forward like this, and then you're so close to the tires, and you can hear the tires hitting the road, hitting the asphalt, right? You go, and you go, oh, dude, I'm actually going very fast, And then later on, I got myself Garmin, the computer system and stuff like that. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. That was before the YouTube channel, and I invested quite a lot on my bikes actually. My helmet, the Garmin that I have, the cameras that I have for my front and back light. That was insisted by my wife. What do I have? Other stuff like this, like speakers for the bike so I can hear music while riding. Yeah, so all these things, and the shoes are like crazy. It's like $500 a pop, And then the jerseys that you wear, I only buy Castani. They're from Italy. They're comfortable for the weather that we have here, so that's the reason why I bought them. And yeah, stuff like this, you're gonna invest a lot on riding, and I loved it. I love riding solo and accomplishing like 63 km or sometimes 100 km by myself, and then coming back feeling all drenched and all tired out and endorphin, filled. And I love that, and I still crave for that. Although these days I don't ride that far. I'm trying to make it a constant 50 km if I can, as I build up my stamina. That's the target I was hoping to achieve last year, which I never did achieve, and last year there's a whole lot of stuff going on last year because there was like concert tours and stuff like that, and the channel was going through another direction, so I was concentrating more on the channel. I was doing a whole lot of reviews. This year I see myself slowing down a little bit, so I'm thinking of picking up the bike again and riding a little bit more. Yeah. He uses a racing bike so when he's old and bent over. You got a point there. Hi, Magic. From Scotland. Yeah. Harmony. John, you took your advance and ordered a Harley Benton DC600 and a Gembox amplifier. Ah. I, I don't know. I don't know whether I should order a DC 600 and a Jambox amplifier. David Cage is usually me who buy things on the live stream. Good to see somebody else has now taken over the tradition. Oh, you took my advice. Okay, I thought what? Okay, well, good for you, Harmony. Yeah, I think you posted something like this on one of my videos, right? Yeah, I remember that. That the other ride, the recent ride I did. It was fun. I went to that place that a lot of my friends do not want to go. It's really dark and foreboding, but I loved it. It was so peaceful and nice. I look forward to to especially in early morning. The best time to ride is about 5 a.m. in the morning, where at that area that I'm talking about, it's so serene and the light is coming out, just slowly coming up, and the air is crisp and fresh. Yeah, I like that. But once you pass that, and on the way home, you're gonna hit the traffic, and that's where it gets a little bit tricky because traffic starting to build up. And I don't like cars at all. When I'm cycling, I try to avoid them as much as I can. Yeah. Sure, Tim. You take care. Have a good autumn. Okay, I gotta go. So I need to go. You guys take care of yourself. And before I go, let me just pray for y'all. All right, it's been 2 weeks since I last saw you guys. So okay, I just hope that you guys are doing okay at your end. I'm doing fine over here, except for some family. Well, not I can't call it emergencies, but So if you have the time, pray for my daughter Sarah, so that she will get well, and that's about it. All right. So I thank you, Jesus, for tonight. I thank you for your love for each and every one of us. Lord, I pray that you keep us safe and our families safe. Lord, keep our minds intact, keep our minds whole, keep our minds focused on whatever you put forth before us as work, as a career, or as a passion. I just pray the Lord that you infuse in us this new energetic passion for the things that we been presented with. I also pray the Lord that you keep us safe as we travel, if we travel. Keep our loved ones safe too, Lord, especially the young ones. And I pray the Lord that you bless the countries, the respective countries, wherever they are from, Scotland, Ireland, England, America, Europe. Lord, I just pray that you bless their government with good wisdom, with great wisdom that comes from you, Lord. I also pray for my own country, Singapore, Lord, that you will bless us with a good, wise government too, Lord. So I thank you, Jesus. Thank you for tonight. I thank you for the fact that, Lord, that you love us so much, always have and always will. Lord, you're the God that never changes. You're the same today, tomorrow, and yesterday, Lord. So I thank you, Jesus, for that. And I pray all this in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Dennis. And Milo, you too. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Don't eat. It's okay. You can do other stuff. Yeah. You can always ride a. You can always ride an electric bike, Milo. Yeah. All you need to do is just to sit there. So I think where you are from is legal. Yeah. Thank you, Harmony. Thank you. I can still be better. You don't say. Yeah. Sure, Milo. Yeah, fix it. It's always good to ride a bike, whether it's electric or it doesn't matter. Um, you you just feel, yeah, that's a great bike to have. That is a folding electric. To feel like the wind blowing in the hair. You're going outdoors. That's something that we need to do to get out. And I love riding my bikes. It's just gives me a sense of liberation in many sense of the word liberation. Especially where I'm staying, by the sea. I like to go out and hit the jetty in the side, by the beach, and just feel the sea air, the sea breeze. I'm just waiting for my muscle to recover. Nowadays it takes me about 3 days to recover. Once the aches and sore, especially on your butt, it's gone. Then yeah, as you start riding it like constantly every 2 days or every 3 days, then it gets better and better, and I can ride longer. Yeah, electric bike sounds really nice, and they have some really nice ones. Yeah. Hey, hi, Chris. How you doing, buddy? You're late. I'm about to leave. Oh, riding bikes in the mountain. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we don't have mountains here, so the highest point is just a hill. But at this fitness state I'm in, I don't think I can climb any mountains or any hill for whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for you guys, you can, like for you, Dennis and Milo, you probably would have to buy, already get the bike that has full electric, and vice versa, full electric and assisted, so you can at least have a little bit of workout on your legs, if you want to, and you can always like go full electric if your legs are like too tired. But remember to charge your batteries and remember how far you're going. So it's always good to have, now you have this new update on the iPhone, which is really good because I have an Apple Watch, and now the Apple Watch has a sort of a function of an app that is dedicated to cycling. So it's cool. It's pretty cool. So you can always like check out how far you're going, how far you've been, and then kind of like estimate how long your battery is going to last, and then come home before your battery run out. Yeah, Chris. No worries. Yeah, you can join us another day. Atomic bike. Come to think of it, I should go for it right now. Oh, should I? Decisions, decisions, decisions. I should. I probably would. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this thing called a recovery ride. So I might just go for a recovery ride, a short one. 15 miles? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, just get out of the house. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you can always go for short distances. The fact is, if I cycle every day, I mean, I could just go for like 35 km, give or take, every day. If I were to do it on a regimental basis, then it's pretty awesome because if you talk about 10 days, I'm already covering 350 km. And it's quite a lot. And I think it would help if I would have that discipline to do it every day. You know, which I plan to do because I plan to like build up my fitness to the point where I don't get pain on my butt. I have a real good seat from Physique, really nice. I think it's an Antares. It's just the period that the period in between. It was too long. Like I've cycled like once a month ever since. It is bad. I should cycle like every 2 days and then every 3 days for the marathon, every 3 days, and then build up to every two, and then if I really want to do that 35 per day thing, I could probably just start, just 1 or 2 hours, 1 hour and a half. That's how long it take. Right now I'm stopping over for coffee and stuff like that, which I shouldn't be doing because if I'm thinking about weight loss, then there's something that I should not be doing. So if you do it regimentally for every day, 35 km per day, that's a pretty good workout system, I guess. 75 km. Well, that's pretty far. Yeah. Ooh, stealth camping trip. Wait, are you gonna bring a gun? You better bring some sort of a defense equipment over there, because you know you're gonna plan a camping trip. Yeah. I think my longest was a century, right? 100, right? So it was nice. It was painful. Yeah, it was really painful, and I decided to do it, and I think I did it in what, 3.5 hours or something like that. I forgot, 3.5 hours or something like that. Yeah, yeah. It was tedious, but it was fun. Yeah, go for it, Arvin. I had a friend once who did 100 km every day for a consecutive 5 or 6 days. My hats off to him. You know, he just want to do it to prove to himself that he can do it. And he did it. You know. I know, Dennis. Okay, I gotta go. See, I gotta go like a couple of minutes ago. So take care. Be good to yourself. To be good to one another. And I'll see you. I'll see you when I see you. Take care and God bless. All right. Bye.